I'm Ava.
And I am Trudy.
I'm calling my girls, we gotta make a move just right this evening. We're not doing the left, do right, to please 'em. We gotta get it, but we gotta take it to the floor and move it. Follow me, girls, come where we rule. We'll take this night, leave 'em dreaming. All the girls in the club, and we're gonna dance all night.
Welcome to the Tarot Club.
It's your second month in the Tarot Club. Ava?
Oh,
Ava and Trudy. And why are we in the Tarot Club?
We love to dance.
We do.
And we love to read tarot for you.
That's right.
And so please, we really enjoy it when you watch. We are here to bring you personal information about how life unfolds for you.
And stay tuned because the Tarot Club is all about reading the tarot. We're empowering you to learn to read on your own. Last month we taught the MAJOR ARCANA. This month we're teaching two of the elements, which will be, what did we say, air and water.
Air and water.
Correct.
Air and water.
So stay tuned for that, and we believe that
Well,
this little staff right here, girls, this is your body.
Well, it is one of the most extraordinary spiritual tools, readily available practically. I mean, you can get it at Walmart or wherever.
Yeah, actually you can't, and I'm going to tell you why, because I tried to get it at Walmart.
They don't have it.
No, you can't buy it at Walmart, but you can buy it at Barnes & Noble, you can buy it on Amazon, and eventually you'll be able to buy it on our website.
Yes, eventually.
But yeah, the tarot is definitely the girls' book
All right.
of spiritual truths.
Yes, because it actually helps you to develop your telepathic powers, your powers of higher perception. It does so via the right brain because it uses pictures as opposed to the written word, which is left brain. So it automatically puts you in the whole dimension of understanding things immediately, intuitively.
And it's not unlike a logo, because the word was logos. You know, original spoken word, they call it the logos. And what do we have? We have logos. So think about the tarot and the symbology of the tarot that turns into a logo. When you see a logo, it depicts all kinds of meanings. And it actually evokes a feeling.
Yes, it evokes a feeling. And it evokes so much more, really, because these are archetypes that the tarot uses. And they speak to elements of your psyche that is shared by everyone.
It's the human family. We
Yes,
all speak the same
we all
language.
speak the same internal symbolic language.
Think about it, and when you
Yeah.
look at architecture or even the goddesses or the gods around the world,
Yes, yes.
they share commonality that, you know, right now scientists are just still trying to sort out, but we know why.
Yes,
Because it comes from the human family.
yes, yes. So we all share we all are members of the same spiritual family. And we all share similar experiences along the road to self-awareness, which is what this whole Earth experience is about. It's our school. And the tarot was developed many, many centuries ago by very wise people who understood the trials and tribulations along the way, and the cards are there to help us to understand what those points of the crossroads.
Which is why we call it the Royal Road.
The Royal Road.
Because as you travel the Royal Road.
As you travel the Royal Road to self-awareness, you share common challenges, and the tarot speaks to those. You'll see. Every woman ought to have one in her pocket.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's not light stuff. This is not light reading, okay, guys? So thanks for tuning in, and we're getting ready to read for you. What we always do is last month's recap. Before we do last month's recap, let's go ahead and tell you about the 4-card spread.
Right.
Okay, so we do something that we have invented here at Virtual Journal.
Yes.
I should say invented.
Oh,
It is the Ava Trudy.
It's the Ava Trudy
Virtual Journal 4-card spread.
Right. So the first card represents the overall tone of the month coming up, which is the month of September.
The second card represents challenges. Anything that may come your way that might trip you up or give you some problems. Next.
Right, and then we get expected. The surprise card,
Which we say forward.
is forearmed. So
It's the weather forecast.
Right. So you take the surprise out of the surprise.
Yes. Well, you'll still be surprised.
Yeah. Still, because we can't really pinpoint it exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll still
good.
be surprised.
At least you're forewarned. But then we have the fourth card, which is the card of the outcome of the month. Sort of
That's
just
right.
helps us wrap up the entire story.
That's right.
And then, Ava,
We have a council card mid-month.
that is the fifth card.
Yes, we've decided to include that to help you infuse a spiritual perspective on the entire spread to help you
Right.
from a higher perspective.
Card will, well, we like to say it is the key that unlocks the 4-card spread. So you won't want to miss it. Make sure that you stay tuned because we're going to tell you how to get to that card.
Yes.
At the video, at the end of this video.
At the end of this video, we tell you how to get to that particular card, how to open the key to the mystery, to the secret of the council card.
So, with no further ado,
Let's
let's do last month. Are you ready for last month's recap?
Yes.
Yes!
Woo!
Okay, Aquarius. Wow.
Wow! I bet you were wow. We had the Tower inverted. That's your very first overview of the month. So,
And I'm really sorry that I touched the cards, but we had a few people who complained about that.
Stop it, Trudy.
Because-
Don't touch the cards.
And who knows,
So-
I might cut the cards this. I might. I just might.
She's defiant.
Okay, so last month we had the Tower reversed, and Ava and I had said that perhaps there had been an event in the past that you had sort of just ignored. Some cataclysmic event that had sort of left a mess that required your attention and a bit of
cleanup. So the whole month was about that cleanup.
Yes, it was. And then after that, we had the Knight of Cups in the position of challenge, and we had said, well, you're not feeling love, you're not getting, those love and feelings. What is that song? Love and feeling.
Yeah, she's the musician of the duo here. So
love and feeling.
all right.
Anyway, so up pops the Knight of Cups, and we also, said maybe somebody's not bringing you flowers, you're not feeling love during this difficult time. Moving right along
Right.
to this fabulous next card.
Which was the 10 of Pentacles upright. So unexpectedly, you're richly rewarded by family support.
It's one of the best cards you can possibly get.
So financially and otherwise, you then are supported. You don't expect it, maybe because there's been, again, the Tower inverted says that there was some sort of disruption,
And you come into a windfall.
then you come into a windfall.
Not too bad,
Not too bad,
Aquarius.
Aquarius, yes.
That's pretty cool. And then at the end, the king.
The King of Pentacles?
Yes.
Yes, it is the King of Pentacles from whom you received that windfall.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But at the end of the month, there he was in the upright.
There he was. So you have to contend with Aquaman. He's the one bringing to fruition the family security and support. He's certainly an important element of the entire equation.
Oh, yes. And as an earth sign, he would be
He would be
Capricorn or
Taurus.
Yes. Taurians are such good criminals.
They are.
Yeah.
They're
So
very
anyway.
nice people, and they're very talented. They're great musicians, great artists.
So that said, that was a pretty big deal. And then we did the council card.
Right.
So the council card was kind of surprising. We had the devil.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Oh.
So up comes the devil. And if you want to check that council card out, go to our channel and visit last month's council card. It's
So that's it.
posted right there.
You
Check
know,
it out.
unenslaving yourself from something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a power struggle.
Power struggle with someone, and you know what it is developing an equal relationship, equal of two equals. No one dominates, and if you're being dominated, the counsel was to become aware of your own internal power.
So that was last month's council card. We are going to move into this month's 4-card spread.
Alright,
And it's very exciting because last month was a loaded month. So let's find out what's going down for you this month, where it is.
I feel liberated, free from responsibility.
Nothing like having a good
Nothing
friend.
like having a friend.
She's so nice
Takes
to me.
the total
She's so
off of
neat.
me.
Okay, Ava, I'm going to do it
but
one
I-
more time. Do you want to cut it once?
No.
You don't want to touch it at all? All right. Are you ready?
I'm doing the revealing. Revealing. Alright. Oh! See, you're happy that she did it. Alright.
Okay, so you have the Happy Ever After Skittles card.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
You're getting ready to go into Joyland Aquarius this month. And you're gonna have like little kids dancing in circles around you. You're gonna have your husband actually grabbing you by the waistline and saying,
Tossing you up into the sky. Saying, I
right, carrying you over the threshold, whatever
That's
it is that he does when he's had a few too many.
love you. That's right. Well,
It's a super good card.
it's a super good card. It's a happy family, happy ever after card. But I also see it as the refugees who have come after a long tread through the forest, and they come to the internment camp where there's food, shelter, want people to take care of them medically and otherwise.
And there's water.
There's water. There's a lovely little home.
Right.
So the house is waiting for you right there. You're happy in your home. You're happy in your estate.
You know what this card always reminds me
What?
of? Also, Little House on the Prairie. Did you ever watch that show?
I did actually. I used to watch TV when I was young.
Oh my God, I was so in love with the dad, Michael Landon.
I was too.
He was so
He was
gorgeous.
such a nice man.
Yes, and they had like this little cute little cabina cabin, and the kids had braids, and everybody was happy, and they all sorted through their issues like with
Around
love
the table.
and kisses and gentility, and everything was calm. There was no drama.
That's right. Now, Aquarius, you may not have a family like that exactly, but you know, you've done a reasonable facsimile of that.
Right, yeah.
And that's all we can hope for. It's just in our own way to create a happy family situation.
Right, but what I was going to say is it's like a TV family from the 70s.
Yes.
That's what I mean, because if you watch those TV families in the 70s, you'd always think to yourself, well, my family's not like that. I wish they were my family. That's going to be your family.
Yeah, the Leave It to Beavers.
And the Brady Bunch,
Brady Bunch.
where everything was no drama.
No drama.
Unlike,
And
unlike today's
yes,
shows.
well, it can be that way. Yeah, today it's all drama. It's all drama.
Today it's rowdy. Okay.
Right. Your challenge.
Okay. In the position of challenges.
All right.
For
In
you.
that family, happy family home. All right.
Yeah, right on. there's gonna be a little infighting, perhaps.
It's odd, isn't it?
Yes,
That
it's
is your
like,
challenge.
well, it's like just like this picking on each other kind of thing. you know, and I always say the same thing about this card. So if you watched it before, you know I'm going to interject 2 kids fighting in the backseat of the car. That's
how she sees it.
That's really what this card is about. It's just like, Mom, he touched me, make him stop, you know, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
but it can also be in a work environment because it's a wands. Mm-hmm. So in your work environment, you may have a problem bringing together a team who are feeling left out in some way.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes that is what. So far,
you're the outsider.
You're the outsider, and so there's this team, but you don't feel like you can get in to it. There's sometimes that, like not feeling a member, but there's a project that
you can't get everybody working on it.
You can't get everybody working on
together.
it together. That's all. Like teamwork. This is a card about teamwork.
Yeah.
And
well, you're trying to build something, and you have a lot of people who are just kind of going off doing their own
they
thing.
have their own ideas. Okay, well, I want to do it this way. You're all theoretically supposed to be working towards the same goal.
But 5s are usually chaos. There's a little chaos.
There's a little bit of chaos, but it's not. None of these wands are actually touching, so there's no violence involved. It's just superficial disagreement.
Yeah. Well, this card is always seen as a benign sort of disagreement.
Yeah, exactly.
It's covered young people disagree.
Exactly.
It's never anything that's like dire.
No.
Okay.
No. So that's good. Yes, I'm excited. Oh, unexpected.
What's the menopause card?
You think?
It's Menses.
It can't be.
So we get the moon in the position of the unexpected. And whenever I see this card, I always do think, well, it's a very female card because it's the card of the waning and the waxing of the month. And, you know, since we gals tend to all sort of cycle together in this waning and waxing, I think of it a bit as like, you know, it's a hormonal card.
Yeah.
And, you know, which is actually very like, you know, it's a very primal sort of hormone. Hormones are very primal.
Well, it's that
how we're wired.
You
We're wired to
don't know
know.
why you're crying suddenly.
Right.
Out of nowhere, you know, like that.
Yeah.
But there's the crab, which is, you know, the Cancers are ruled by the moon. That is their ruling planet, shall we say. And really, the crab is a symbol of having that hard exterior shell to disguise the fact that you have so many soft, tender, sensitive feelings that you don't want to expose. So you put a hard shell over it. And so this is about keeping internally that which has perhaps caused you some hurt or pain, but hiding it. Okay. So not sharing, not revealing. But it's also, the moon is about change, emotional change. So the moon's constantly in flux.
Right. It's waiting away.
So yes, the moon. Go ahead. Do you have anything you'd like to add about
Well,
in the unexpected?
I feel like, you know, mostly we read to women because, you know, to me, if we're speaking to women, this card has an awful lot to do with hormones and also, like, you know, in a monthly cycle, you know, we've got these sort of, you know, feelings, emotions, bodily functions that surround the moon. However, we also have a life cycle which surrounds the moon. So, you know, when you're going through major hormonal shifts, such as menopause, and often when I see this card, I think of menopause because it's a complete shift where you go inside and you begin to discover who you are. And that discovery can shift you out of some of your previous maybe proclivities
Proclivity.
into a sort of more inward, more self-focused, more introspective, reflective sort of
That's right.
time period. So anyway, that I think of that when I see this card, and if we're speaking to women now, also if we're speaking to men, I see this card as the Snow White card. You know, where the husband is chasing after Snow White, and she falls asleep in the forest, and everything is, you know, exaggerated. The trees turn into monsters, and suddenly you have this whole
Illusion.
fantastical sort of, you know, fear-based
Right.
set going on around you. So I sometimes think of that too, and I do feel as if the moon is a card of reflection, but it's also a card of sort of keeping your well, it's basically about faith because it's the journey. Okay, so when you journey through the darkness, you always have to know that there's light on the other side, I guess. So once you venture into the daylight, things are going to look completely different.
The reflected light of the moon is symbolic of the internal light. That is, it's not information coming from the outside, which would be the sun.
Right.
It's not doing,
Yeah.
but it's the reflected light, meaning the light. Where does the light come from when you dream? Have you ever thought of that? What are dreams? The light that lights your dreams.
Right.
The light you see by when you dream. Where does that light come from?
I don't know.
See?
I've never thought of that. That's a good question.
That light is
Within.
within. And that's the light of the spirit. And so it's the reflected light. So these are dreams. This is the dream world. This is your internal reality, the dimension of the inner world. And so unexpectedly,
You think of Jung when you think of that too.
yes.
You
yes.
do, because Jung and the dream interpretations that he came up with were pretty crazy. What is it, the Red Book?
The Red Book, I believe.
Yes, where he actually published his journals, the family published his journals, and if you saw these journals, you go, whoa, those are freaky. But they are packed with this dream symbology,
That's interesting.
which is profound stuff.
Right, and he's completely the antipode, the opposite of Freud.
Oh yeah, he was his teacher.
Freud was, but
So just like a child, he dismissed everything his parent taught him.
thank goodness. And Freud also dismissed his own theories.
Yeah, he
I think
did.
it was the Civilization and Its Discontent was his very last book in which he denied everything.
Yeah.
He says, no, I'm so wrong. But we still follow it.
Yeah.
Strange.
So anyway, we're going on about the moon. It's a really cool card.
Anyway,
I
all
love
these
that card.
ideas suddenly connect with others.
You just pulled the card.
Oh my God. All right, ladies,
And gentlemen.
brace yourselves.
This is not funny.
Brace yourself. Watch out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch out. All right. So because we have the 7 of Swords at the end. Okay, so you've arrived in what would be paradise, paradisical surroundings.
At the beginning of the month.
At the beginning of the month, you're happy.
You have the Skittles card.
The Skittles card. And then suddenly you need to sort of get everyone moving in the same direction, or you want to
That's your
feel,
challenge.
yes, or you'd like to become a member of this team, this group, and you want to assimilate somehow, all right? Then you're launched into this sort of internal journey where a bit of sadness and a bit of
Could be hormonal.
hormonal introspection, menopausal,
Even men.
menopausal.
Yeah, could want to go on a menopause. But it could definitely be hormonal.
It could be.
Or it could be fear-based, because you know, in
Fear.
fear, sometimes
You
you reflect until you...
things always appear more fearful in the dark. That's why.
They become exaggerated.
Exaggerate the
That's
shadows.
what we're looking for.
Shadows look large.
Yeah, you make the exaggerating.
Yes, I remember as a child always seeing shadows on the wall and becoming very frightened.
Right.
Have you ever seen an insect's reflection on
Yes.
the wall? They look giant.
Right. Right, it's like the hand puppets that you do
Oh,
for
yes.
the children, and they're this giant thing that's just, so that is really, I think, what this is all about. It's this over-exaggeration of this,
of your own
whatever is being reflected.
Right.
Could be a tiny little ant that looks like a giant monster.
But
at the end of the month.
But at the end of the month, we have the 7 of Swords. This is the sneaky, sneaky card.
Yes.
You have to be careful because there's some sort of sneaky action around you. Intellectual sneakiness. Doing something behind your back. This is the spy in your midst. This is someone doing something duplicitously in your midst.
This is the guy who comes to dinner and then steals all your silverware.
Exactly. The one who goes to the bathroom and rifles through and takes what he wants from the cabinet. And then, where did I put that? I thought I had that.
Yeah.
So that guy, whether it's something small or something much larger, to be alert.
Yeah, and don't fall asleep because this moon card, or the Major Arcana moon, speaks to
sort of like
going inside to the point where you're not paying attention to what is right in front of your face.
Right.
And that, I believe, is a warning. This happens easily when someone falls asleep.
Right. Someone is stealing something
from you. Yeah.
Taking something, whether this is intellectual property or physical property. Something is being taken with lies, with a sort of a manipulation, mental, intellectual manipulation is happening around you. So, forewarned is forearmed.
Right?
Keep your eyes open.
And I have one more thing to add to this reading, and then we can probably wrap it up. Aquarians love their homes.
They do.
They love to redecorate.
They do.
They love to nest. They love to create a set in which their lives can unfold.
Where they can look fabulous.
So, my Aquarian friends, do not become distracted by the set that you are trying to create.
Right.
Because what you could end up with is a whole lot of falling asleep at the wheel here.
Right, because somebody is trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
Yeah, so step out into the daylight, get your flashlight out.
Yeah,
buy a whole bunch of flashlights.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Somebody who's been nice and sweet and helpful may not be.
Yeah. So that is your reading.
Right.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, for the month of August, September, which I keep saying August. For the month of September. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you joining us for the month of September.
Yes.
We wanted to mention that the council card will be available to you. Please check the video at the end of this video. We also have a cool new feature on our website, which is our craft closet, where you can buy
props.
All
These
these
are
fabulous
our props. We need new ones, so if you'd like to bid on them, just as if you would on eBay, because this is actually on eBay.
Yeah.
You can just bid and
you can
pick them up for virtually nothing.
Well, I like that. You can pick them up for virtually nothing.
That's right.
Or you can virtually buy the